The views expressed in this video presentation are my opinions and not necessarily the opinions of guests and others sharing or reposting this video. The content is produced only for educational and informational purposes. Do not regard any statements in this video as a recommendation to buy or sell any financial instrument. Investing comes with risk to loss of principal. Always conduct your own research and seek guidance from a professional investment advisor. I am not a professional investment advisor. I'm Dollar Will. Let's see. Give me a sec. Okay. Happy New Year. Marijuana space has been off to a good run amidst all that talk about Bitcoin. It's been stealing the show, cryptocurrency, sneaking up on everybody. It's been the performance of marijuana cannabis. Let me say it that way. Okay. In that, let's see, we've had some, why am I not seeing this on my TV? It says waiting. Hold on. Let me try something. Oh. Okay. Now, there it is. In the beginning of the year or recently, we had a couple stocks break off big in the space, and now it's like the entire sector. There isn't anything that looks bad from my list that I have, and but I'm going to get to the charts real quick. But before I do that, I'm going to kick off some news I just saw today. Last 4 hour, Virginia unveiled the bill to legalize marijuana. Okay, and I put that at the top of the chat. You can click the link. No, I don't want the news in my mailbox. The governor of Virginia and top lawmakers unveiled the bill on Wednesday that would legalize marijuana in the Commonwealth, and all signs indicate that legislators plan to move quickly to advance it. Virginia, are they no longer a conservative state? Because if they still are, if Virginia is still considered conservative, then who's really against it? Because Virginia has been pretty conservative. They are, let's see, in the Mid-Atlantic region, Virginia is like our Texas. That's our Texas. They still have the death penalty there. Okay, so they're pretty conservative. But the last couple of elections, they've been coming around. So looks like a demographic shift going on in Virginia, but that's still noteworthy to me. And also, Mexico publishes medicinal cannabis regulation, step toward world's largest legal market. The legislation marks a shift in a country bedeviled for years by violence between feuding drug cartels. All right. Mexico's health minister on Tuesday published rules to regulate the use of medicinal cannabis, except in a broader reform to create the world's largest legal cannabis market in the Latin American country. All right. I put this also at the top for you guys to read. But let's get to the charts. That's what we do here. We talk technicals, and this is my little list that I use. My weed stocks that I'm following, weed, cannabis, and I need to make sure that all these companies keep popping up. I haven't looked at this space on barchart.com in a while to see if any new companies have popped up. But in 2020, this is pretty much the list I was following. And over the past year, you see the performance, and even these three red ones, these are the ones that I'll be focusing on today, because the winners so far have been AFRIA and this micro sectors double leveraged ETF, which is a safe way. So a lot of these stocks are included in this one symbol. And so I guess there are a lot of other ETF fans out there. I'm primarily an ETF trader. When I buy stock, I primarily buy ETFs because I like having a basket of all of it, and I'm a technical trader, so I'd rather read charts than do research on companies. I don't care who the president is, what's his track record, and all that. But when you buy individual stocks, that kind of stuff gets to be important. But if you're more of a sector type of investor trader, which I am, I don't care about that stuff. So I like to buy a whole basket. So I can take management out of it. Take issues of one company having better management than another out of the equation, and I'm just investing in the rotation of money to the whole sector. So that's kind of the way I see it. It is important to remember the stocks exist within industries, and industries exist within sectors, and money rotates from sector to sector, and then to industries within sectors, and finally to stocks. So and because of that, that's the way that money rotates. Garbage companies that are in hot sectors, those stocks generally rise with the sector, even if they're garbage. And when money leaves a sector, the high performing, well managed companies, those stock prices go down. Just not to the same degree, but those prices decline right along with the garbage companies because money left the sector. So a company is next to impossible for a company to survive sector rotation. When your number is up, time is up for money to rotate to a more attractive sector, where let's see, mostly that happens because the sector that they were rotated to, the price is appreciated to levels of I guess we could say overboard or irrational. All of the it reached technical targets, and the risk of staying there begins to outweigh the reward. And so smart money starts looking for better, I would say, risk propositions, put it that way. So they'll look for a sector that's been beaten down, and that money will rotate there. And so this marijuana cannabis space became one of those attractive sectors once everything in the whole space got hammered. So it reached a point where the price started going sideways, and there was very little probability that it would fall much further. And this is based on technical stuff. It's like if you're not a technical trader, you wouldn't have a reference for what I'm talking about. But you want to learn all this stuff so you can find these value plays as well. And so this is a chart of that microsectors cannabis 2 times leveraged ETN. It's not a lot of data here, and I'll tell you in technical analysis, the thing that we really need is a good amount of data. And so it's kind of hard to call where this thing is going to go, but just from the little bit of data I have, and I'm not very comfortable making projections on things with small amounts of data. But I would say, as long as this thing stays above that line right there, we're due. It looks like we're headed for maybe a little minor pullback here to this $76 level, and then finish up here. And then we should have a more significant pullback, maybe down, maybe around the $60 area, and that'd be another time to get in. So right now, I wouldn't touch this, but again, this is one of the ones that traded very well throughout year 2020. So a lot of stocks in the space were still getting hammered through the year, or trading sideways, and this one had a nice run. So I think this is going to be again, because it is double leveraged ETF. So it's the performance is twice the performance of the space, and what how that happens. They use either options or futures to create the leverage to make this particular instrument move twice the rate of the space. And so this is one that I would be interested in, but I wouldn't touch it right now. Maybe if this thing happens, it pulls back here, I could have an interest in maybe riding it from this $76 up to this 165 or whatever. I could have an interest in that. But that's so far, this is the lead dog, because it's so much. You know what? I didn't even look at canopy growth. Imagine that. I never even thought about canopy growth until I said lead dog, because that's actually the largest by market cap. But a lot of smart money is going to look to go in here to kind of offer some protection against a risk that's company specific, So let's see. So you got, and then you got my no, I think the other one was, let me see, where was it? I got the other one that gained the most. Oh, Afria. I think that was it. This is it. Afria. APHA. Right. Same here. This looks like it wants to run up here to around the $13 level, and then it too should have a pretty severe correction. But this 2021, it looks like the year for the space, for the marijuana cannabis space. So this is APHA along with the MJO, which is the ETF. These were the early ones out the gate. But what's happening now is these that didn't do too well over the I'm really looking at these four. These are looking really good right now. So let's take a look. Okay, so this is Aurora Cannabis ACB. Okay, so I like it because it found a bottom in an area in the past. It traded down to this area here in the past, and it didn't go any lower. So the market stepped in and saved it. Now we still need it to make a higher high here to really take it out of the woods. But with so much momentum in the space, I don't think that'll be a problem. I don't think that would be a problem. So I would be all for this as long as it stayed above this level right here, which I think it will. So yeah. So to go from 10 cents to at least $40, $10, where it is now, to the $40 area, that seems like easy work. That's a nice little gain. And I'm not saying it'll stop there. I'm saying we could get a little pullback and probably end up as far as this $93 area before we have a significant pullback. So it's time for fun. This thing is ready to run. It's ready to go. Let me put this little line right here to remind me. This is a key area. If the price makes it above that mark right there, it's going to set off a lot of robots, because it would have broken the sequence, and downtrend trends prices make lower highs, like walking down the steps. If this thing not if, in my opinion, when it springs above this, it's going to set the robots off. The robots are going to know, whoa, wait a minute, we got a higher high. That's something has changed, So yeah, when we break this will be the first higher high that we've made in this whole downtrend, and that's a sign of strength. And all of the trading robots will notice it, and more managers are going to get a signal on their computer screen to consider buying this, or at least the space. If not this particular stock, they'll start to look at the entire space, and that's one. Let's see, let me look at another. Hold on for a second. Okay. Then we got did I talk about? I'm losing it, y'all. TLRY. Did I talk about TLRY? Okay. What I like about TLRY, of course, look at this thing. It got beaten down. It fell from the $300 level, starting. Wait a minute. Wait. Why is this thing not? Did I do it again? Did I not switch my? Oh, it did fall. I'm sorry. I got my what's throwing me is I got a what you call it, Android box on my TV screen, and I'm looking at the TV screen, and it's not following along, and that's supposed to show me kind of like what you guys are seeing, and it's not. But my StreamYard is showing me what I need to see. So I don't know what's up with this daggone box. Let me see. Oh, now it caught up. I don't know what the heck is going on. Anyway, so this is TLRY, fell from $300, and then it hit a low way back here in March of 2020, and pretty much been going sideways. And now we broke out. We got a nice higher high right here. Broke out from a long sideways channel, which is pretty significant. Okay. So I think this is a good point to get in. So that's one. And that's another. Let me see another. I had HEXO. Gotta make sure I get the New York Stock Exchange. I want to be looking at a Canada stock price. What do you see? Similar thing. HEXO. This is in the penny stock domain. It also hit the bottom in March. Sideways. Broke out too. Okay. This thing is $6.20, but it was $145 down here. I think this thing must have had a reverse split or something. I remember these prices being in the pennies, but still, it's a long sideways channel, and that's a bullish move to break above that in that way. So this is just, I think all of these marijuana cannabis stocks are going to take out their previous high, but I don't think it's going to happen in one straight shot. I think they're all going to have a nice little rise, then come back down and retest this low, or some degree of a pullback, and then rocket above it. But if someone is a long-term, I don't like that term, long-term investor. The reason why I don't like it, because I don't think nothing, I'm a technical trader. Nothing goes up forever, and we deal with price projections and targets of when to get out. So, but in terms of something that's early in its trend, this is early in the trend, and this thing may be running for more, likely to be running more than a year. Okay, so this is something that's a long-term trade. Let me put it that way, because there's no such thing as something goes up forever. There's always a point to sell, and when you get serious about wanting to protect your money, you will learn technical analysis from someone. You know, I'd love to be your teacher. So you will learn where those targets are, where the risk starts to outweigh the reward, and you're safer getting out. No, in technical analysis, we cannot call the exact top. That's not even the goal. I hear a lot of people that are critical of technical analysis. They make up straw man arguments and say, you know, well, you should be able to call this. Well, wait a minute. If you're in, or I define or we define what we should be able to do, not you. And so I hear that kind of weird anti-logic being spoken. So the what our objective is to catch most of the trend, like 80% of the trend. That's what we want. We're not trying to get out at the very, very top, fighting to get the last penny. There are signs of trouble or exhaustion that the prices show, and in technical analysis, you learn those signs so that you can get out and protect your profits. Okay, and then even if that means sitting on the sideline for a minute, waiting for another setup, another high probability trade. That's what we think. We think in terms of high probability trades. We want to keep the gain. We don't want to give it back. So we just want to gain. And it's actually quite it's easier to learn technical analysis and apply it to, say, a retirement account or something long term like that. On the scale of difficulty, day trading would be the hardest thing in the world, and in the realm of technical analysis. The problem is, a lot of new people, that's exactly where they start, so they're really kind of doing it wrong. It's like if they can hang in there and don't get frustrated and see it through, then they'll be okay. But it's just so difficult to start out with the hardest thing. A lot of people quit, burn out, can't hang. But if you start out just learning, coming with the objective, I just want to manage my retirement account better. If you come in with that objective, now you're looking at monthly charts, weekly charts, and daily charts. You have so much error in your calls. You don't have to be, meaning you don't have to be as exact, and you can still stop yourself from taking these huge losses when the market decides to dip, because you'll already have a stop loss placed in your account. You'll know where to place it. And so if the market does a flash, dive or something, it'll get you out. So, but that's my speech on that. Let's see. So we got HEXO. Then the final one is, what is this? Green Organic. Now, this one is 24 cents. Oh, that's note to me. This thing fell from, what's it, $7.70 or somewhere up there, almost $8. It's down to $24 right now, 24 cents, and it's looking good. It's not made a lower. So this bottom also has been holding since March. You see a theme developing. In the beginning of this show, I told you that money rotates to sectors or industries and then to stocks. Okay, so a sector first, then industry, then stock. Okay, and so you see a theme of many of these companies in this space have a bottom right around March, because money stepped in and stopped it from falling. Money's recognized it as having value at this level, and so so we got a nice price floor. So when this price trades above this, that's really going to set off alarms. Now, when I drew this line, I don't think we had popped above this when I put this line on here earlier today. So yeah, it broke a trend line. That's significant. So this is looking good. I don't see any problem, of course, why we can't get all the way up here to $5 area from 24 cents before a significant retrace. Let me put it that way. So this is like, I'm loving this, you know. But like I said, I'm an ETF guy. I don't want to do the research and following who the president is and CFO and what their policy decisions are. I don't care about all that stuff. Okay. So I'm an ETF trader. So I'll probably be over there on that other side with the ETF. But I just thought that I would turn everybody's attention to these, because I mean, this is a sweet signal from, as far as technical analysis goes. This is beauty. We like this, especially if it breaks above this long channel, because the only thing that's going to happen is more money is going to come in. More money is going to come in as this progresses. Let me see something. I saw. What was I looking at? Something else. Maybe I'm getting these symbols mixed up. There was one of them that had a nice, huge volume bar, a spike for the month. No, I don't remember which one it is. But that's what I got for now. Let me check y'all out, see who's riding with me. What's up, brother Art New Star? What's happening? What's happening? John Thomas, what's happening? What's happening? Devin Liggins. Iori, brother, what's up? What's up? Yes, right. Chart Game. That's my name on Cash App. Chart Game. All right. 4-to-1 split. Oh, okay. So Iori, what are you trying to tell me? You telling me that one of the stocks I was talking about, in fact, had a reverse split? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Okay. Bitcoin L, what's happening? What's happening? Black Beach. What about Canopy Growth? Oh, Aurora, I already addressed. Aurora's looking good too. I'll bring it up again. And I will look at Canopy right now with you guys. Okay. Oh, HEXO had a split. Okay, gotcha. Because I thought I remember HEXO as being a penny stock, like sub $1. Because I think I actually do own some HEXO that I bought back, maybe September or something. I think I did buy some HEXO a while. I got to check. I just kind of walked away from it because I was expecting, I'm trying to revisit the prior highs with it, because I guess you could say that's more of a long term, but I got in at such a low price that I'm not trying to just get no few pennies. I'm trying to hit the home run with that one. But yeah, let's see. So Canopy Growth, let me check it out. And let's see, my brother wanted to know about Aurora. I'll double back real quick. Yep, same thing, hit the bottom, or maybe I didn't talk about it. It's looking good. It's got momentum, got room to run on my momentum scale there. Broke a trend line, still the same sideways pattern, but this one had the low late. The low for this one came in the fall. All the others was in March, but it's still looking strong. And so this looks like a good spot too, especially to get up here to like $40, $45 from $10 up to, I did talk about this, to get from here up to $40, from $10 is at right now to $40. That seems like, easy money, so yeah, I like this too. And this one has a little the market cap is little, the higher on this. The trading volume is greater. It's more people own this one. So Aurora, and of course, like I said, the market cap leader is Canopy Growth. And I have not looked at this, so it's going to be a first for me too. I don't know how Canopy trades in the NASDAQ. That's interesting. So some of them are in the New York Stock Exchange. All right. Very similar. Well, we see this thing broke out back in March, like so many of the others. He had his low in March. Yep, it's got some more left in the tank. Somewhere around 43, somewhere up here, I would expect this thing to take a pullback. Somewhere up in here, in this trading area here, I expected to be in need of a minor pullback. But I think all of these are going to be running. So I this I in my opinion, it's not going to come back down here. Okay, it ain't coming back down here. This one should not really come below here, 20. So this is looking good. So depends on your perspective. If you are the hodling type, the dollar cost averaging type, then hey, yeah, this is looking good. And I think in a year or year and a half, I think whenever somewhere around May, I have not been dealing, haven't spoken much about the S&P 500 and NASDAQ since I think before Thanksgiving or somewhere around October. I think I did a video and I said that, it's going to run strong to the end of the year. And yeah, it pretty much did that. Okay. And so we're in a space right now where we're kind of approaching an area for a pullback. I don't think we're really going to get it right here. Let me stop. I need to look at that chart a little bit more. I looked at it a couple of days ago, and it looked like we still got a couple more weeks. This thing is on a run, and it's got a while. But at the point how that relates to this is, at this point, I'm wondering. The chart is suggesting to me I'll know better by the degree of the next decline, the next pullback, if I'm on target with my projection. But as it stands at this moment, this S&P 500 looks to me like it can run all the way to May. Okay, so this thing just making that high above the high from last February caused all of us technical traders to factor in another extension, another run, another leg. And so that could easily push us into May. But when we get to that point, when the trouble comes, I think this is going to be one of those spaces that's going to continue to rise, even when a lot of the tech stocks come under pressure. Okay, so it'll be important to watch this space to see how it trades relative to other sin stocks. I don't want to upset you folks I don't want to get into no debate and somebody telling me it's a drug, it's medicine. Okay, yes, but it may not trade that way. It may get grouped in with alcohol and tobacco, and you better hope it does, because those things trade well in market corrections. So your guns and ammo, your alcohol, your guns and ammo, alcohol, tobacco, those are some of the things, fertilizer, groceries. Okay, those are the consumer staple space. Those are the things that go up. A lot of boring stocks you see in the supermarket. Okay, supermarket and drugstore stuff. And I think this is going to get treated like cigarettes and not so much as medicine, which could be a good thing for your account. Okay, so let me see who's rocking. Anybody got questions? I can shut this down. Should have been buying in March, everything. Well, I hear you, black police. Yeah. It's safe right now. I hear what you're saying, but the longer I trade, the more I'm losing my attraction to getting the absolute bottom. There's nothing wrong with letting big money come in, establish a price floor by creating a long sideways channel, and as soon as the price breaks out of that, jumping on the train. There's nothing wrong with that approach, because you eliminate a whole lot of risk, you know, and you eliminate a long sideways move too, because and going that's what a long sideways move. It playing it. There's so many other things that went up, like the farmer stocks. So if somebody was poured into this space since March, the big money was in the farmer. So I think it's perfect if you were trading the farmer stocks, and I'm not saying that farmer run is over, and you're just now turning your attention to this weed cannabis space. I think you're right on time. Oh, okay, Black B says he hope they don't classify it as pharmaceutical. It's all in just it's just in how traders see it. It's not, it doesn't mean that we have to be right or logical. It's just, but if big money invest in it like it's tobacco, so the way we'll know is the next time I'll pull up RJ, um was it Reynolds and what's the other tobacco stock? Uh the one that split, Altria. There you go. And look at it and see if they seem to be overlay one symbol over the other, and see if they kind of moving in any kind of symmetrical, rhythmic way. I haven't looked at that in about a year. So but I know at one time it did seem to be moving right along with Budweiser and the beer stocks, and it seemed to be moving right with the other sin stocks, So, but you guys are right on time. Anybody else got any other questions or anything like that? Otherwise, I'm gonna shut it down. All right, I'm out of here. Peace, fam. I should have a little bit more to post, but I've been really, really kind of giving my all to my folks on Patreon. Like Iori666, what's up, brother? He's getting his training game really, really sharp. He's really taking great strides. I got a couple of people on my channel who are studying hard to make that leap to being a prop trader, professional prop trader. That prop means working for a proprietary trading company, trading other people's money, keeping 75-80% of the profits. That's a good deal if you can get it. That's my goal this year, to create a couple. If I can get, I would say, 3 or 4 people to that level by June, then I'm gonna pop my collar. I'm gonna really feel good. I'll feel like all this is worth it if I can get 3 or 4 people to prop trader status by June, making some nice money, making some 6-figure kind of money by June. I'll be very happy. And the thing about that prop trading world, they don't care if you went to college, what you majored in, none of that stuff. They want to know, can you make money? Can you demonstrate it? Can you prove that you can make money? That's it. So I'm out of here. Oh, what's happening on Black Torch? Something you asked me about Black Torch. What was that stock you asked me about the other day? It was something you asked. Something we were in the chat. You asked me about, because I was looking at it and I had in my mind, I said I was going to send you an email about it, but I'll remember it. All right. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.